What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing something interesting that I seen and read and basically heard. Now, this was funny to me, but it's always good to hear multiple takes on things that basketball fans, NBA players, ex players, get to talk about. But it's that barbershop talk. What could be, what could have happened if these two particular teams may have faced off. And Draymond Green and Shaquille O'Neal had went back and forth on, I believe it was Shaq's podcast, the big podcast. And the discussion was, Shaq brought it up to Draymond. I'll play the clip and let you guys hear exactly what was said, and I'll get right into my thoughts on the topic at hand. And it's pretty funny to me, but again, like I said, I'll let you guys hear the clip if you didn't, and I'll discuss my thoughts.
Shaq's Lakers against your Golden State Warriors. Any of my championship team, any of your championship team, who wins? And the bonus question, who guarding me? Please don't say Andrew Bogut.
I don't think any one player on our team could have guarded you. I do think there were defensive schemes that we could have thrown at you to affect you. One is not letting you get the ball. So we're going to guard you with a guy in front of you, a guy behind you.
They did that.
Yeah, I wasn't on the court, though.
All right, so what you going to do, stand behind me?
I'm standing in front. Ain't no ball getting to you.
What you mean the ball don't get to me?
I'm not 6 feet.
But you ain't 7 feet.
I got 7'3" wingspan.
And I got 9'4" wingspan.
Yeah, but you can't get the ball through me. Andrew Bogut's behind.
Stop
I'm in the front.
Stop
We're
it.
leaving somebody over there to shoot because you couldn't shoot.
But however, Bogut going to be in foul trouble. Now who your backup center?
Me.
Draymond, stop.
Me.
Draymond.
Shaq, I don't think I could have guarded you. I'm not saying that. However, you would have had to bring your big out of that drop. Man, if you stay back there, I'm going to nail whoever guarding Steph. I'm going to nail whoever guarding Clay, and we're going to dot your eye every play.
Okay, but you know what's going to happen after that? I'm going to tell D-Fish, get up on him, let him drive, and I'm going to lay his little out.
Hey, then we got to fight.
All right, what you got to fight then?
And guess what? You getting thrown out the game and me getting thrown out the game. Who's that going to hurt worse? Your team. Then y'all lose.
So I guess we're not going to fight then. Who guarding Kobe?
Clay.
Now, here's my thing about it, right? You listen to Shaq give his take, right? And you hear Draymond Green's rebuttal. Now, the question is, the Lakers championship teams with Shaq. So that's 2000, 2001, 2002. The last team to actually three-peat. Versus, I'm understanding when Draymond mentioned Andrew Bogut. So I'm thinking he's mentioning that 2015 team. The teams without Kevin Durant that won the championship, right? Because we all know the Warriors have they have 2 championships with KD, 2 championships without KD. So I believe that they're mentioning the 2015. Well, Draymond is mentioning the 2015 team, and he's saying things like, "Oh, he's not going to be able to. Shaq is not going to be able to get the ball and things like that because he's going to have Draymond's going to he's going to front him, and then Andrew Bogut is going to be behind him." And Shaq just laughed that off because if you never got an opportunity to actually see Shaquille O'Neal in his prime. And by prime, I mean when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, when he was with the Orlando Magic, he was Shaq. Make no mistake about that. He was Shaq. He was one, if not the most dominant center I've seen in my memory. Because I wasn't alive for Kareem. I wasn't alive for Moses. Well, I was alive later on in these guys' careers, not during their peak powers, right? So, Shaquille O'Neal, I was alive for his peak powers, and that is the Lakers. And people might think, oh, his peak might have been, no, his peak was with Los Angeles. Dominance. That's all you can say about Shaq with the Lakers. Now, granted, these this conversation, right, didn't stop there. Because Draymond, as you heard in the clip, Draymond said, well, we're going to have to fight, and then things like that, and who team would that hurt more? And Shaq was like, oh, we can't fight. And that's the thing, right? It's like a player like Shaquille, especially at that moment in time, when you look back and you say to yourself, who can arguably guard him on those Warriors teams? I'm not like Draymond Green cannot guard him. I don't care what nobody says. Andrew Bogut cannot guard him. Festus Ezeli cannot guard him. There's nobody in recent memory in the NBA during that time. If Shaq was on point, I know people be like, oh, well, what about 2004 versus Detroit? All right, Shaq wasn't in the right. I feel like he wasn't in the right physical shape during that series versus the Detroit Pistons, right? What was that? 2004. But fast forward to when he joined the Miami Heat in 2006, another championship. Now, when I look at the matchups, right, and it was something that was spoke to when Shaq ended the clip, and he said, who is going to guard Kobe? And Draymond Green, without hesitation, said Klay Thompson. Now, unless you lived under a rock during that time, like I said, this is the early 2000s. This is the early 2000s. So Kobe Bryant was way more athletic during this time. And mind you, he was taking not that many shots at this time. So he had to be that much more efficient at this time. You still got the others like D-Fish, Rick Fox. You look at guys like Robert Horry, and the amount of talent that Lakers teams during that run had, right? Now, I'm not saying that those Warriors teams didn't have talent as well. We're talking about guys like Sean Livingston, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson. The list goes on and on about those teams. But if we're talking about a one-off, right? I think if we're talking about one game, and we're talking about these two teams going off for one game, who would I take? I'm taking the Los Angeles Lakers. There's no way you can convince me that a team with a primal Shaquille O'Neal versus small guards and small bigs would be able to stop him. Now, I know some people may listen to this and say, oh, you can't stop Shaq. You can only hope to contain him. Send it to the free throw line. Things like that. Very true. Because Shaq was a horrible free throw shooter. But again, when you add in, it was something else that Draymond said, right? He said those teams couldn't. He said, oh, we'll just pack it in and you guys can't shoot. Which may be the case. But if you're telling me this is a one-off, this is one game, I gotta go with the Lakers. I feel like it would be just too much. It would just be too much Shaq, too much Kobe, and it would at times it wouldn't look fair. And I might be biased because I think at the end of the day, I look at what was, and I haven't seen that level of dominance even to this day. Even when we look at Joker, we look at Embiid, that level of dominance from the center position. And then you add that into what I know to be from Kobe Bryant, Rick Fox, guys like that, guys like Robert Horry. Now, am I saying it's going to be like a clear-cut winner? I'm not saying that in the slightest, but what I am saying is the Lakers have the upper hand just with Shaq alone, right? And I'm going to keep saying that. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that anyone can convince me to prove to me that they would be able to match up with Diesel. There's nothing. No one can convince me and say, "Oh well, such could stop." No, don't even try it. Don't even try to even say those words. We're talking about arguably the most dominant figure in recent memory in the NBA. Then you got Kobe Bryant. So, not saying, 2 is better than whatever the Warriors may roll out. But again, I think the Lakers would win if it was a one-off. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Lakers fans, Warriors fans, NBA fans, basketball fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.